Good morning. I'm Division Chief Mark Hildebrand with the Aurora Police Department. At about 3:18 a.m., officers contacted an individual who was seen prowling in the area of 1035 South Elkhart Way, which is the apartment complex right behind me here. Upon contact, the individual took off running from officers immediately. A few minutes later, officers contacted that same individual in the parking lot just north of that address. He was back behind some trees and vehicles. Officers started to give that individual orders. They were clearly identifiable as Aurora police officers. That individual did not comply with orders. He immediately came out from behind the cars and approached officers at a very fast pace. Officers are actually retreating backwards to create space. At that time, the subject continued to come at officers and not comply with orders. An officer did discharge his firearm, and the individual was struck in the leg. Upon being struck by gunfire, the individual threw down a knife onto the ground, dropped to his knees, and complied with officers' commands. Officers immediately rendered aid, and the individual was transported to Aurora South with non-life-threatening injuries. We are expecting him to be released shortly. His parents have been notified. We've been in contact with his parents. The officer is a 20-year officer. He's on administrative leave, which is consistent with our policies and procedures of the Aurora Police Department. The investigation is still in its early stages, but we're coordinating with the Arapahoe County 18th Judicial District Critical Incident Response Team, who conducts these officer-involved incidents. We also do an internal investigation, and we will do a use of force investigation as well. We don't know what motivated this individual to not comply with orders and charge at officers. We're still going to figure that out through our investigation. But we have in this area experienced a lot of vehicle break-ins and motor vehicle thefts. So our officers are being very proactive in the community to try to locate people who might be breaking into cars and try to intervene and stop that behavior. Unfortunately, in this case, an individual who we believe was involved in that type of conduct was contacted and did not listen to officers' clear commands, and subsequently was injured.
Do you have an age on the suspect? You said you talked to his parents.
Yes, he's a 16-year-old Hispanic male.
A history on him as well?
He has several contacts with the Aurora Police Department. I can't go into all what his history is, but yes, he is familiar to the Aurora Police Department.
Did you get calls to this area, and that's how this team was found, or they were just patrolling and saw him?
They were just patrolling and saw him. This was not a 911 call for service.
And so all of this was in this parking lot. You mentioned it was at first location, and it looks like it's adjacent to this parking lot.
Yeah, it's all in the same general area, right around 1035 South Elkhart Way. Yes.
Have you had a task force out here for stolen cars, or as you said, prowlers in this area?
I will tell you, we've been very proactive deploying our resources at areas where we've seen increases in criminal activity. We call it hotspot policing. This area has been an area that we focused on for some time. So officers do patrol this area quite often and do make proactive contacts on individuals that are conducting suspicious behavior.
So I imagine you people were able to respond quite quickly when the initial calls came in.
Yeah, when I believe they contacted the individual around 3:22 a.m. and the shots were fired at 3:23. So about 3 to 4 minutes after the initial contact when the individual ran from officers.
You mentioned a lot of break-ins in this area. Any data you can share or a number you can give to help us quantify that to viewers?
I don't have the data right in front of me, but yes, we do keep data. It's available on our website, on our portal, that you can pull that data for this specific area. We can also provide it if upon request.
How many shots were fired?
We're still determining the number of shots. Somewhere between 2 to 3 is what we believe.
And did officers know he had a knife before those shots were fired?
That's still too preliminary in the investigation. Interviews will have to be conducted to determine what the actual what the officer observed and what his perception of the incident was at that time.
And did the team or any family members or friends, you know, if they lived in this area for these condos?
I can't speak to where the individual lives or where his family may live.
So sorry, one officer fired shot?
Yes, one officer. Correct. All right. Thank you.